So for this next newsletter, it's all about keyboards. And so there's alternative keyboards, meaning a keyboard that you can, that's different than the one that's on whatever device you're using. So I'm going to show you the keyboard that's built in to an iPad. You have to pay for it, but it's a nice one. I'll show you how Grammarly is used, and Alt Shift's library. And then we'll look into some fun ways to lessen the keystrokes for students. So we'll talk about predictive text or word prediction, as well as text abbreviations or text replacements. And then we'll look at some practice typing. So let me share my iPad here, because I want to show you. Okay, let me show you Keyboard. Keyboard is like a on-screen keyboard. And so just say I have this document opened up. If I tap on the world, this world part down here on the keyboard, then I tap and hold, then I have access to all of these different keyboards that I have downloaded. I'm going to tap on Keyboard and look at what a great keyboard this is. So obviously for younger students, you can change colors. We won't get too much into that. So for some of the older students, but the keys are slightly bigger, but it's the I don't know, the way the color coordinating is, it makes it stand out. So obviously you could see that it would be great for visual impairment, but also for students who with fine motor skills and a variety of students. It's got a fairly decent word prediction up here. And anyway, it's great. We do have a lot of students using that. It's worth buying a bunch of and sharing it out. Dawn, are you using it with students? Yep.
Yeah, we're using it with several of them, especially for those with physical impairments and the visual issues. Yeah. And it's got the, you know, you can have different options, so you can have different color combinations too.
Yep, it's great. So I want to show you the Grammarly keyboard. So again, so this is an app that you download, and then you basically install the keyboard or give the rights to the Grammarly to work inside your keyboard. But the Grammarly will actually work in a variety of places on your iPad, but I'm just going to show it inside here. So again, I'm tapping on that world and turning on Grammarly. You can see how it looks differently. I know it's Grammarly because it's here. It does have a basic word prediction. It's fairly similar to what the word prediction normally is on an iPad, but it's okay. And the thing that I struggle about is the dictation is now you have to press and hold the space bar, and then you kind of get into a Siri mode and you speak what you're going to say. And then when you let go, then it will show up in your document. So let me show you the dictation first, because it's a little bit weird. So I'm using, because I don't see Siri popping up, it might not be going to work. And it's probably because I'm projecting here. Yeah, normally it would have, sorry, I think it's because I'm trying to do too many things, trying to be too cool and geeky, and it's not going to let me. So, but you would just click and hold the space bar, and then you'd come to another screen, and you would watch Siri kind of do that vibration pattern across the screen while you talk. And then you let go, and it comes back to where you were. And as soon as you tap on the screen up here again, then that text just fills in. So it's not for everybody, but the Grammarly part, if you have students that are typing, the Grammarly part is pretty good. So I'm just going to type a quick sentence. I'm trying to make a mistake, by the way. And I want Grammarly to work and fix the I. And it's not going to, again, because I'm trying to do it in front of you guys. But again, it would have a red line under there. I'm going to tap the G and it's checking. There we go. So it is saying that we have an incorrect word form. And that's part of the premium that I'm not going to buy. But you get the point. So when you are in other apps and you have to type, sometimes popping that Grammarly keyboard up would be helpful for some of our older students. Okay, I'm going to look quickly at the newsletter so I can see what we're heading to now. Okay, so for Grammarly for, sorry, not Grammarly, but some extended keyboards or alternate keyboards. They have some great ones at Alt Shift. So I'm going to show the Alt Shift website. And you need to sign up for Alt Shift if you aren't a member yet. And you typically, when you sign up, then you have to tell who your supervisor is, because they actually ship all of their equipment to you for free, and then you pay to have it shipped back. And there's some very expensive stuff. And so they do want your supervisor to know what you're doing. But here's a great keyboard that, there it is, that we often use or have kids try it out. So it's not too big, so I like that. And the different colors are very helpful too. But again, this is a keyboard that is off of the computer or off of an iPad. And these are Bluetooth, so they work for both. This could work on a Chromebook, or it could work on an iPad, either way. And another kind of big keyboard, I guess, is this one. And this one really is huge. It just looks, you know, so not so huge in this picture, but it really is. It takes up a big space. And I've gone into some classrooms where this barely fit by their computer. And so, I mean, it's not so massive, but just saying it does take up a lot of room. And sometimes there's not enough room for a mouse on the desk as the same time as this keyboard. But do know that there are, you know, these off-screen keyboards that that may be helpful for some of our students. Let's see what's next. Okay, so text blaze for Chrome and text replacements on iPad. I'm going to just show you on the computer. I won't show you on the iPad right now. But the text blaze for Chrome. So let me get out of here. And I have it kind of set up over here on this document. So what text replacement is when you have, you can type in like a shortcut, like just a couple of letters, and then it will replace that with a huge, whatever it is that you want it to say. So it's better if I just show you. So I have text blaze, here's the extension. And this is one extension that you have to get permission for. They don't, some by default, tech people don't want you to have it, but it's nice to explain that you need it and why you need it. So I'm going to, just by using two keystrokes, this slash and this pound, I'm going to number this document 1 to 10 plus have my name on it, so that this could be something that a student could type on and then print and hand in with everyone else's documents that they did. So again, a keyboard, I'm doing the slash and I'm doing shift 3, which is the pound, and then watch what happens. It should have happened already by now. So I'm going to try one more time. There. So you see, it was like almost instantaneous when it happened, right? So it typed in 1 through 10 and has the Gail Evans on there. Another one that was kind of, I've already put in is the signature. So again, I would type a slash and the SIG, and then a signature would appear. So slash SIG, and there's my signature. And again, iPads do that also. And, but you could have, for example, a lot of text in there. So it could be somebody's paper that they've written, and then you could abbreviate it so that when the student typed in a certain code, so to speak, then it would expand. But it's a great way to lessen the keystrokes and extremely easy to use. Again, iPad does the same thing, and this link here will show you how to get to it and how to do it. So I'm going to move
one just question. Can you use your like, could you put passwords on there?
Yeah.
Sign-ins and things?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I did on my iPad. So the weird thing, the thing you have to make sure is that it shouldn't be something that a student might already be typing. And so that's why a slash sometimes is nice, but on an iPad, to get to the slash, you have to, press another key to get to the other things. And so sometimes I'll use a comma because it's already on the main keyboard of an iPad, and then maybe use numbers or something. So for example, for a password for me, I did comma and then a capital PASS, and then comma PASS2, comma PASS3, just to get to different things. So, but yeah, but it could be even easier than that. But the main thing is make sure it's not something that they would normally type anyway, and make it easy for them to get. Good question. So word prediction, let me get out of here because I can't see that on my thing. So Orabi Speaks is a free extension that lets you try out word prediction. And there's other free programs that let you try it out for free, but it's for 30 days. And sometimes I get lost in all those 30-day things. So Orabi Speaks. So if I go back to, say I'm at my Google Doc here, and I'm going to make sure that Orabi is turned on. If I click on Orabi in my browser, I turn on prediction, and it also has where it will talk, the keyboard will talk. So it will talk out loud each word if you want. And it's supposed to be a good spell checker too, I think, but I haven't done any of that other stuff. I'm just doing word prediction. So watch me type. So what I like about this is that each word will be pronounced.
Watch.
I'm not sure if you got to hear it on your end. And then if I want it, I can just tap on it and it goes there. The thing that I don't like about it is that it has 9 words. Even if I go into the settings and say I want a short word list, it still is 9. So I'm not sure what I'm messing around with or what I'm missing. But I do like to use this as a trial for students to see if it's helpful and see if maybe it is worth spending extra time and money to get a paid version. So anyway, it's a fairly decent word prediction that can help some students, and certainly good enough for a trial on anybody's device. For typing practice, I like Dance Mat, and I'm going to show you this link. What I like about this, you can get to Dance Mat in a few different ways, but with that link, it's going to actually take you to a place that allows the typing tutorial to be large screen or full screen. So if I tap here, then now Dance Mat is full screen. We don't have the ads or anything. And this reminds you that you need to have an external keyboard to be able to play or work with Dance Mat. So if it does work on an iPad, but you need an external keyboard or a portable keyboard plugged in. And so I'm going to press space, or use the space.
Hi there, rock and rollers. We're going to have us a blast. Got those tapping feet on the ground?
So I'm not sure if you could hear all of that. I might not have done it the right way, but it's very engaging. Great thing for students love it. And the best is the price of being free. So it's great to get kids at a young age exploring keyboards. If you know that your student, like say the student you know is physically impaired, maybe has cerebral palsy or missing limbs or something, or if they are visually impaired, then we want them to be practicing, maybe not with dance mat, but we want them to be exploring keyboards really early. And could be even infant, as you know, banging on keyboards and having the J talk out loud kind of a thing. But certainly in preschool, they should be exploring keyboards. And otherwise, students who are struggling to write, you know, physical motor, or for fine motor skills, then by, you know, if we haven't identified before, certainly by 3rd grade, they should be practicing keyboarding, because that's going to be their life. And then the typing club has a nice free one-handed typer. And this works with iPads as well. And it has like audio or video clips. And so I'm going to click here. And so the student could watch a video clip.
I hear you want to type like a pro.
They could be watching the video and then on one, like watching the video from someplace and then using the iPad's on-screen keyboard, or perhaps it'd be better if they used an external keyboard for some of their tips there. But usually once a year, I get a question about one-handed typing. So that's it.